Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If y'all have seen some of my recent videos or vlogs, my voice is still a little bit down for the count, but it's like mostly back. It's just like the tiniest bit raspy and I'm like coughing a little bit, but otherwise I'm feeling good. This is like the best my voice has been in like about a week, so don't mind that. We're just gonna kind of like roll with it. I am so excited for today's video because I'm gonna be sharing with you guys like a whole new skincare routine. And honestly, like what's even cooler than like the routine and the products is the way that I like went about formulating and like getting this routine. It's honestly kind of like game changing, and I didn't even know services like this existed. But there is a company that will literally like takes what you already have in your skincare routine and basically just kind of like weeds out maybe any like components of it or ingredients in it that like maybe aren't the best for you, and then also can like recommend like things that are kind of missing, like filling in the gaps of your skincare routine and basically like sorting through the bajillions of options that there are in the market for skincare, whether it's cleansers, serums, moisturizers, exfoliants. Like no matter what's missing in your skincare routine, or like maybe what you're just on the market for and you're not sure like where to start, Haldi literally solves that problem for you. I am so excited to share this with y'all. Here's the little package that I got. I am so excited, and I am actually partnering with Haldi for this video. I am so excited to work with them. Y'all like don't understand how cool this service is. I don't know if you've ever heard of anything like this, but I feel like when it comes to skincare, it can kind of be overwhelming, like between Sephora and Ulta and like all the different marketplace options that there are for skincare. Like I don't know about you, but it's a lot. Then also like not only are there a lot of each product, but it's hard to know like what products you even need or like what they're gonna do. Are they suited for you? For me personally, I am still breastfeeding. There are actually like surprisingly a lot of different ingredients that I can't use on my skin right now just to be safe. And for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you, it can be kind of like an arduous task to think about like what steps do I need in my skincare routine for, you know, what I have going on personally, like breastfeeding, or just like what I have going on with my skin. And then you have to try to figure out what products will fulfill those needs and have the right ingredients and will suit your skin. And like it's a lot. It's like very overwhelming, but Haldi literally takes all of the work out of that for you, and they will literally come up with an entire skincare routine for you, like from start to finish. And the best part is you don't have to like get rid of anything you're already using unless it's like not working for you, or maybe the ingredients aren't very suitable for you. They will just look at what you already have. Like literally you have a personal almost like skincare stylist that you just show what you have on like your skincare shelf in your shower or on your vanity or whatever, and they can point out to you, oh, this one, you know, may have an ingredient that you might want to avoid, you know, for example, for breastfeeding or pregnancy. Or, you know, if you only are using, for example, a cleanser and a moisturizer, they might have a really nice exfoliant recommendation for you, and an oil and a sunscreen. Like they will fill in the gaps based on what you already have. So it's not like they're telling you to like throw away your products and waste things. They just want to help kind of augment your current routine to like best suit your skin. I love that they're not trying to like completely cancel what you already have going on. They just kind of like want to help you figure out what else you need. And that is something that I like so desperately needed. I didn't know something like this existed. I wish they had this for everything, especially like parenting, like someone that you could just say like, here, this is what's going on. Can you help me figure out what else I need to be doing or purchasing or whatever. Like this is such a game changer when it comes to skincare. So I'm very excited to share with y'all my little like skincare haul. Look how cute this is. Like I kind of like redid it so you guys could see. It is the cutest little package, and just kind of like tell you a little bit more about it. So what's really great about it, kind of like I said, is like they really customize it, like very personalized for you. Like there's probably no one else that's gotten like the exact same recommendations that you will get from your like personal skincare guide. I worked with Jenna. I don't know how many they have, but I worked with Jenna, and like I literally sent her pictures of what I had on my shelf, and like we kind of went back and forth and talked about like what specific needs I have, and like it is that customized. Like literally you will be talking with someone and they will like help you figure out like what you're missing and like what you kind of want, and they can put together like a morning routine, a nighttime routine, like depending on kind of like how you like to do your skincare and what you need. You can get like multiple different routines put together, and your personal like skincare coach will like always be available, so you can always reach out to them as you're shopping, or like even after you get your products. Like they're just available to you to help you figure out like what's working and what's not, and if you have any questions. So for me personally, what was most important was, of course, like I said, like the breastfeeding, like pregnancy friendly stuff. Like that's kind of number one for me. I also really wanted like a cleanser, or just like something that would help me get my makeup off. That's like one of the things I have struggled with the most, is finding a cleanser that actually takes off my makeup. I feel like I need to use like too many steps to get to like a clean face in order to do the steps that come after the cleanser, and I didn't want to have to cleanse like 9 different times. So that was one of the things I really wanted help with. I'm also very much here for like the anti-aging component of life, like especially now I'm like in my 30s now, so now I'm like definitely trying to pay attention to anti-aging and like what's best for my skin in terms of elasticity and, you know, preventing wrinkles and all of of that, which kind of goes hand in hand with like the fourth thing that was really important to me, and that was sunscreen and SPF. I feel like that's, you know, one of the biggest components in anti-aging is like protecting your skin from the sun. I feel like that's one of the like main things we can do to keep our skin from looking like prematurely aged. So that was definitely something. I'm really always in the market for like the next best SPF, especially one that will work really well under my makeup, since I like to apply that in the mornings typically. So those are the things that I've been like really on the hunt for. Thankfully, my skin has actually been really good ever since I got pregnant. I have like very few breakouts. However, for the past, I don't know, maybe like month, I have been getting like just a few little like random breakouts here and there. So like this couldn't have come at a better time, because I do feel like my skin needs a little something, like it needs a reset. It just kind of like needs a little bit of a fresh start, because like it's doing some weird stuff that it hasn't done in a while. So this is going to be just what I need. And then also what was really important for me when picking these out was like affordability and like budget. Obviously, I'm sure you'll probably know, especially if you're watching this video, skincare can get very expensive, and I know like a lot of people really love skincare, and like it's one of the things that they just love to like treat themselves to and splurge on, but that's definitely not for everyone. And so I definitely wanted to find some options that were more affordable, and that's what's like really nice about their recommendations and their suggestions. They put together an entire store for you. I'll actually put a little screen recording here on the screen so you guys can see. They'll basically put together like a personalized storefront that has all of their different recommendations in like each category, so you know kind of like where to start. And if you maybe don't want to pick up a cleanser right now, but you think that you'd really love like an exfoliator and an SPF, you can kind of specifically shop whatever you're in the market for, and your personal skin stylist will literally like put notes underneath each product of like why they selected it for you, like what's special about it, why it might work like specifically for you. And then underneath each product you have the option to purchase it. But what I love is they have the prices there, which is really nice, and they also have like mini or like travel size options for a lot of them, which is so great. Like I've talked about this in so many videos, but for me, if there's a smaller size of a product, whether it's skincare, makeup, hair care, like I will purchase it, because I always want to try something out without spending the full amount, just so A, I don't waste my money, and then B, I don't waste any product. So the fact that they offer full sizes, you know, if you're really confident in it, you can go for it, but you can also try out something smaller, which I actually do have in here to show you guys as well. I just love that you have that option. And then they also give you kind of like more affordable options and some higher end options. So just depending on what your preference is and what your budget is, there's going to be something for you out of all the selections that they give you, which is so great. That was what was really important to me. So your whole storefront is more or less personalized, not only just to like your skin, but also your preferences and your budget as well. And I just don't think anyone else is doing anything like this, at least that I've heard of. I just feel like this is kind of revolutionary. So I am so excited to show y'all what is in here. It came like so cutely packaged, like I showed y'all, and they also give you like these little cards that will show you, like it literally has my name on it. I love how personalized everything is. I swear it makes you feel like so special, like they do all of this just for you, which is so cool. And it has the products that are recommended and kind of like how to use them during the daytime, during the nighttime, like everything. It just gives you basically all the information. Of course, this is kind of like in your personal storefront as well, but I love that they also send you these little cards so you can reference them, you know, when you're like setting everything out on your vanity, you know exactly what you have and how to use it. So here's my little box of goodies. This is like so exciting. If you're like a skincare person, I'm sure you know what I mean, but like getting a big old box of new skincare that you haven't tried before is like so thrilling. And honestly, how I started all of this was by taking their quiz. They have like a little quiz that you just answer. It honestly takes like 2 seconds, and you can answer just like some specific questions. Again, like for me, I specified that I was like breastfeeding, like so any of like your little preferences, things you have going on, like, you know, whether your skin leans dry or oily, like all those different things. You take like a really short little quick assessment, and that will obviously help kind of guide them in terms of like what you need, but you still do get that personalized service above and beyond the quiz. The quiz is just like kind of a starting point. So I will have a link down in the description box for you guys to check out, where you can go to the quiz and just like kind of take it. Obviously, like there's no commitment to purchase anything or anything like that. But if you want to take the quiz and just kind of like see where it leads you and kind of like get an idea of how this service might work really well for you, I will have the link down in the description box. It's honestly just kind of like fun taking the quiz. So let's get started. The first product that I picked up from my recommendations is, I believe this is pronounced Rael Beauty. And this is their Daily Detox Oil to Foam Gentle Cleanser. And my personal skincare coach, she wrote in here that she's not sure if I've tried an oil cleanser before, but it's kind of game changing. It'll nourish the skin and give you a deep clean. And like that's something, like I said, that I really wanted. I needed something that will like really get my makeup off and like really get my face clean. And that is what this product will hopefully do. It is so pretty. I love the aesthetic. It's like very simple, but it's very pretty, and it does come with a little pump as well. So I've never tried an oil to foam cleanser ever before, so I'm actually so excited. That's also kind of what's cool about this service, is they can recommend products like that you've like literally never heard of and never tried before, and probably never would have like narrowed in on your own if they hadn't helped like lead you to them. So that's what I think is so cool, because I honestly probably would have like walked right past that if I was like seeing it in a store or something. Next up, I'm super excited about this Super Berry Dream Cleansing Balm. This is from Youth to the People, and this is specifically, as I've said a few times, a makeup cleansing balm. So she put that balm cleansers like this are perfect for melting away makeup at night. So I'm very excited for this step, because this is like truly something that I need. And again, this is like very different to me, because I'm pretty sure you use this on dry hands and like massage it into your dry skin until it kind of turns into an oil, and then you can like wet your hands and like continue to massage it in. This is something like I've never again tried before, and I don't know if I would have like dabbled in something like this if my skincare coach at Haldi hadn't recommended it, because I feel like this is just a little bit different. So I have very high hopes for this, and again, she just like recommended something that I probably wouldn't have even thought to like try. This next product was a really great recommendation, because when you are looking for like nursing and pregnancy safe exfoliators, a lot of products are off the table just based on the ingredients. But my skincare coach recommended this one because it doesn't have salicylic acid in it, so it's okay to use when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. And she wrote that it'll give me a much needed exfoliation to solve my dark spots and acne scars, uneven skin tone, and fine lines / wrinkles. So literally like every skincare concern that I have, this is going to address. And I've never really used an exfoliator very consistently, but I definitely do have some like acne scarring and like some just like unevenness to my skin. So this is like an overnight exfoliating kind of like resurfacing treatment with glycolic acid. And like I highlighted earlier, this is actually a little travel size, which I just freaking love. Like for travel purposes, I think it's really great, but also like I said, just to kind of like test it out and not, you know, waste much money and not waste a ton of product if for any reason you don't like it. This is the perfect happy medium. So I'm very excited to like work this into my skincare routine. Like this wasn't even something that I realized was missing from my skincare routine. I've never tried anything for like resurfacing or anything like that. So again, that's like something I had no clue is something that I should like try out, which hello is the whole reason that this company exists, for people like us that have no clue what to do with our skincare. This next item is also in a little travel size, which is just so cute. It comes in like this adorable little box, and it's this little tiny rose hip facial oil, and I'm really excited to try this. She said like she's not sure if I've used a face oil before, but it's really amazing at night because it's more concentrated and absorbs more easily to get like the moisture, the vitamins, the fatty acids, and the antioxidants into your skin. So it's almost like a multivitamin for your skin, and I'm like a vitamin junkie. If y'all have seen any of my vlogs, I literally take like a million vitamins every day because I'm all about it. The fact that there's a product out there that's basically like comparable but for my skin, I love that. And as you can kind of tell, I'm sort of trying the oil thing. I haven't really done that much before. My skin definitely leans a little more, it's mostly normal, but it does lean a little bit dry, so I feel like oils might be something that work really well for me. I think it's gonna be perfect, so I'm so excited. And I love that this is like a little tiny baby size, again for travel purposes, and I feel like that's probably not something I will use a ton of at any one point. I feel like oil kind of spreads pretty well, so it also is probably something that I can get quite a few uses out of before I decide if I need to repurchase it. I'm super excited about this SPF. That is something that is really important to me to work into my skincare routine. As of right now, I have a makeup remover cleanser that I'm using, and I don't love it. I do have a serum that I'm using as well, which is why I haven't mentioned a serum here, because I actually got one recently that I'm dabbling in, so that's why I'm not showing you any serums. And I do also have a moisturizer that I have been using, but it's not oil based, which is why I decided to try an oil based one as well. So basically when I started this whole thing, I only had like 3 products that I sent to my skincare coach to tell her like, this is kind of what I'm working with, and this is what she suggested to kind of like fill in the gaps, like kind of before, during, and like towards the end of my existing skincare routine. But my current moisturizer doesn't have an SPF in it, so I typically have to use like a specific sunscreen, which is why I was really excited to kind of add a couple more sunscreens in, especially because like I said, like no matter what I'm doing with my skin, whether I'm doing like my full routine or not, I always put SPF on, just because I spend so much time outside. I want to keep my skin as young looking as possible for as long as possible, and protecting it is obviously the best way. Plus obviously not just for aesthetic purposes, you obviously want to avoid any kind of like skin cancer and those types of things. So these kind of products are good for your skin in terms of like how it's gonna look, but also keeping your skin healthy as well. So I kind of laughed when I read her note on this one, because she put loved by all, even those who don't love sunscreen. It's lightweight and leaves no chalky residue. So the fact that everyone seems to really love this product, even if you're not not typically like an SPF type of person, gets me very, very excited. And I've never tried anything from this brand before, so that's another thing that is cool about this service. Not only are you going to get product recommendations, but you might actually find brands that you've like never heard of or never tried before, so you kind of get to expand your horizons in that way as well. So this is clearly like Korean or something. All the writing on the back is Korean, but this is SPF 50, which makes me really excited because I don't think I have any SPFs that are like that high. I cannot wait to use this because if everyone loves this, then I'm sure I'm going to as well. The main thing for me that's most important is that it works really well underneath of makeup, since typically I put at least a little bit of makeup on it most days, but even on days I don't wear makeup, I always use an SPF. This product was one of the few that actually came in like 3 different options in the like purchasing section, because this product is technically like a moisturizing step, a little bit more so than an SPF because it's a day cream, but this actually comes in a tinted and an untinted version, and then also in like a travel, like smaller, more kind of like sample size as well. So there were a lot of options with this one, which I thought was so great if you wanted something with a little bit of tint or not. And then of course, like I keep saying, with the different size options, I love that. So I decided to go with the tinted version just because I thought, you know, if maybe it would give a little bit of coverage or even just like a little bit of a blurring effect. I feel like typically like tinted SPFs or tinted moisturizers don't offer a ton in the way of coverage, but they typically do add just like a little bit of like a blurring effect, which is really flattering for if you're wearing it under makeup, but especially if you're not wearing it under makeup, like if you're just wearing it by itself. It's really nice to have something that looks like extra pretty on the skin in addition to protecting your skin. So this tinted version does specifically say that it's suitable to use as a primer to prep and smooth skin before makeup, or you can use it alone for kind of like a moisturized, like a glowy sort of skincare look. So like the fact that this can do multiple things I think is so cool. And you can also layer this on top of your moisturizer if you like something that's like very moisturizing and then you want to use this just as like your SPF step. You can do that as well. This one does have SPF 30 and it's a really nice like glass bottle with a pump. And I'm just so excited about this because the fact that it's tinted I think will be so great for like my no makeup days when I just do basically like an SPF slash moisturizer and like a little bit of mascara and then my brows. That's kind of like more or less my like kind of everyday no makeup routine. So I'm very, very excited about this. I'm just really here for all of the sunscreen right now. I've been doing so well. I haven't gotten like burnt or anything this whole entire summer long. I've been like on top of my SPF game. So I'm very proud of myself. That was like one of my goals for this year and like this summer in particular was to just make sure I'm taking care of my skin, not only with my skincare and like making sure that I'm giving my skin kind of like what it needs, but also making sure I'm protecting it from the sun, which we're out in all the time. So that's everything that I wanted to share with y'all for this video. I'm just so excited to be working with Haldi because I just feel like so many of y'all may not know that this service exists, and I feel like this could like really change the skincare game for so many of y'all that just like aren't using the right products, or maybe you're missing a couple of things and you just like don't know where to start. Like that's literally where I was. This is so wildly helpful. So like I said, I will have a link down in the description box where you guys can just check out the website if you just kind of like want to dabble around and get some more information on like what they're all about. You can also take the quiz. Like I said, it takes like no time at all, but it's really fun to take and just kind of see what your skincare needs are, what your preferences are, things like that. I will have that down below for you guys to check out, and I can definitely keep you posted on like Instagram and in future vlogs like how these products are working out for me specifically. If you guys are like curious or interested in like how my like skincare journey progresses from here with like some new products and like just things I've never tried before. So thank you again so much to Haldi for partnering with me on today's video. I'm so glad I was able to like share this with you guys and like bring this information to you because this is something that I wish I had known about, and so now I really need to like share this with y'all and like be the messenger of this good news that you don't have to be confused about your skincare. You don't have to like flounder on the internet or in Sephora like so confused in terms of like how much to spend and what you need. Like you don't have to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.